Now, the special counsel's investigation led to dozens of charges and guilty pleas, many of them close to Trump himself. Trump's former campaign chair and deputy campaign chair were indicted for tax fraud, bank fraud, and a money laundering scheme that spanned decades. His former personal lawyer convicted for tax fraud, bank fraud, and lying to Congress. His former national security advisor admitted to lying to the FBI and acting as an unregistered foreign agent for Turkey. And a friend and advisor was indicted for lying to Congress about his contacts with WikiLeaks. But the Mueller probe also offloaded potential cases to other offices. And at this point, we don't know how many investigations are still out there digging into Trump's conduct.
We're going to go into his finances. We're going to check his deals. We're going to check. These people are sick.
Prosecutors are definitely busy.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Looking into Trump's inaugural committee, which raised and spent at least twice as much as those for previous presidents. There are also civil inquiries into alleged misconduct at Trump's charity, which has now been shut down, and into the Trump Organization's business practices. But much of Trump's publicly known legal exposure comes from his former personal lawyer, Michael Cohen.
Everybody's job at the Trump Organization is to protect Mr. Trump. Every day, most of us knew we were coming in and we were going to lie for him.
Trump called Cohen a rat for cooperating with law enforcement. Mueller spent months investigating him, but New York prosecutors indicted him, in part for arranging payments to hush up Trump's alleged affairs during the election campaign. That would be a campaign finance violation. And Trump, known in Cohen's indictment as Individual One, allegedly directed that crime.
Donald Trump wrote you a check out of his personal account while he was serving as President of the United States to reimburse you for hush money payments.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And during congressional testimony last month, Cohen was talkative until asked about his final communications with Trump.
Unfortunately, this topic is actually something that's being investigated right now by the Southern District of New York, and I've been asked by them not to discuss and not to talk about these issues.
It's a reminder that for the U.S. president, Mueller was just the beginning.
Criminal conspiracy of financial fraud.
So Trump has many legal challenges ahead, but he's certainly celebrating a win today. So what does it all mean for the president's legacy? Joining me now, presidential historian Tim Naftali. He's a professor at New York University and the former director of the Richard Nixon Presidential Library and Museum, joining us from Austin, Texas tonight. So Tim, in terms of the big picture, what about the findings strike you?
This is a big deal for President Trump. Imagine if in the Watergate period, the Watergate special prosecutor had found that there was no collusion, no connection between the Watergate burglars and Nixon's re-election committee. That's, in a sense, what Mueller found with regard to collusion with Russia.
And so in terms of the consequences, though, of this, I mean, what are we to make of what it means for Donald Trump, big picture?
Well, one of the first things it means for the United States is that the system is working in the sense that Mueller was able to do his work, and we, of course, need to see or hope to see the way in which he proceeded and the kinds of information he looked at. Well, the president could have made the statement that the system is working, but he has indicated to us what it's going to be like in this country for the next at least year and a half. The president's statement as he was leaving West Palm Beach today was that a failed takedown, or the president's statement was that an illegal takedown had failed. He was indicating that he's going to go out on the offensive. Rather than saying, hey, my campaign has just been exonerated, I want to go after the Democrats. So I think this foreshadows an even meaner, tougher political moment in the United States, and that's a shame.
Next election will be interesting, that's for sure. Presidential historian Tim Naftali joining us from Austin. Thanks so much.